tonight with a new development in a local story that made some national headlines. The Coeur d'Alene City Prosecutor's Office decided not to charge the teenager accused of yelling racial slurs at the Utah women's basketball team. 2 months ago, if you remember, the team called police saying someone yelled racial slurs at them while they were in Coeur d'Alene for the March Madness tournament. The team was so upset the NCAA moved them from their hotel in Coeur d'Alene to a hotel in Spokane. In the days after, we talked to the Coeur d'Alene NAACP, and they said North Idaho has not done enough to combat racial bias.
The racial bias is so intense. None of the organizations that say they stand for civil rights in our community will even collaborate with me or my organization.
Now, tonight, the prosecutor's office explained their decision not to prosecute in a 6-page document, which I read through this evening. The deputy city attorney says after weeks of investigating, there's not enough evidence to charge anyone in this case. He started by outlining what police found while investigating. They say there was some surveillance video of a few trucks driving by loudly, but not of anyone yelling the N-word on their walk to dinner that night. The reports say there were 5 people who saw it happen, but they couldn't give enough of a description for police to find the person. After dinner, though, police found video of a car driving by the team yelling racial slurs and sexual comments. The team's coach talked about what happened in a press conference back in March.
No one knew how to handle it, and it was really upsetting. And for our players and staff to not feel safe in an NCAA tournament environment, it's messed up.
Police figured out the person who yelled those slurs was an 18-year-old Post Falls High School student, Anthony Myers. From there, police looked into 3 potential charges for Myers: disturbing the peace, disorderly conduct, and malicious harassment. Prosecutors say malicious harassment has to have a, quote, intent to intimidate. According to investigators, Myers and the other people in the car say they were just trying to be funny. The city prosecutor says while it is, quote, absurd to think something like that is funny, it doesn't show that malintent. Plus, they say there was no believable threat of physical harm or property damage. As for the other 2 charges, the prosecutor says it comes down to speech versus conduct. They say Myers actually yelling out or revving an engine isn't loud or unusual on a busy street. The prosecutor says free speech makes it so they can't actually talk about what Myers said. So he says there's no chance of convincing a jury just yelling out the car window is tumultuous or offensive. In the end, the statement says the prosecutor's office is also upset and condemns speech like this, but is not going to criminally prosecute Myers.